Hey, my IG followers. So right now I am going to try to go live inside book and hopefully it works. And if you are joining me on uh, if you're joining me on YouTube and also on LinkedIn, I think you should be able to watch me live as well because of the changes in not being able to use a third party streaming app. Then I have to do some workaround on to go live inside Facebook, and at the same time YouTube and LinkedIn and Instagram is still the same. I'm still using my phone. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. If you're joining me the very first time, my name is May Yo Silvers. I'm the owner of M2 Hospitality, a multiple six-figure event planning company. And I help Fortune 500 companies and 6 to 8-figure coaches to plan and strategize and execute their ticketed in-person events. And I'm also the founder, event mentor, and coach for Events for Anyone, where we provide a mentorship program called the Unstoppable Eventrepreneur to help event planners, designers, and decorators to start and scale the event planning company into a multiple six-figure profit as well. I see some eyeballs on Facebook. So if you're seeing me on Facebook, that means I have successfully went on live. Hopefully, I am also going on live on LinkedIn and YouTube. So, and if you can do me a big favor, I think I'm on live on Facebook. Can you see whether I'm on live on my YouTube and LinkedIn as well? That will really help me to solve the mystery because I can't see anything. Because if I were to go out from this page, then we have a situation. So, okay, all right. So I am going to. I think I should be all good now. Boop, right here. Okay, please let me know. For those of you who is on Facebook, please let me know if you can see me on Facebook right now. Okay, so sorry that I have to use you as my tech support. So let me know if you can see me on Facebook right now, because I had just switched my screen to my third-party app, and so that I'm streaming to YouTube and LinkedIn. So let me know if you are seeing me on Facebook right now. Okay, and do me a favor. I know that, so Lisa, you see me on Instagram, correct? I don't know if you can see me on Facebook. Please, any one of you, if you be so kind, let me know if you're able to see me on Facebook inside my Events for Anyone Facebook group, okay? Okay, so you can see me on Facebook too. So maybe, and do me a favor and make sure that you're able to see me inside my LinkedIn and YouTube. I think I should be able to stream everywhere. Okay, seems like we are cooking with fire. Now, thank you so much for giving me your time today. I took out 8 minutes of your time to do the tech check, but all of you are lovely people, and you know that I'm here to teach, and you help me and I help you. So, okay, now today's topic, right? This is an oldie but a goldie, because I have taught this lesson before, but in the past, I don't believe I have gone in as deep as I'm going to be going in today. So for those of you who are just joining the events industry, okay, the events industry, a lot of us, we started doing, wanting to start an events business because majority of you, with the exception of me, with a few small percentage of people, is majority of you likes to decorate, right? So you do parties for yourself, for your family, for your friends, and then you have this creativity. You have an eye for detail, for colors, for putting things together and make the place look pretty and festive. So you are able to pull in different things to make everything look good for the party. So when you do that, your friends and family say that, oh my God, you have such talent for throwing parties, for planning parties. You should start a business. So many of you start your events business as a decorator. Okay. What I meant is you have the skill. Okay. You have the eye to put things together. So you are using your skill set to take the technical use skill set to make floral, make unique centerpieces, and decorate the tables. So you have that skill set. So you are a decorator because you're physically doing it, but you are also a designer because you are designing the whole look in your head. And then you say that, okay, in order to create this look, I need to buy this thing. I need to construct this thing. I need to put this thing here. The color needs to be like this. So in order for you to be able to decorate, you start to design. But there is an exception to the rule, okay? As a designer, you're designing in your head and you are pulling all these looks or this element to create that look. As a decorator, a lot of times the event designer is also a decorator. But the decorator sometimes is not the event designer, because as a designer, you can just hire a decorator and give the decorator the instruction, the look, okay, that you're trying to create. You can just give a picture to this person, and it doesn't even have to be a decorator. I named this person a decorator just to give it a title. You can tell this decorator, which I'm going to air quote it, okay, that, hey, you look at this picture of how this table is being set. Okay, make sure that you have this charger, make sure that you have this silverware, make sure that you have this glass, make sure that you put this table centerpiece in the middle, make sure that you use this napkin ring, and also put this beautiful place card. Okay, next, you are going to decorate the dessert table. Okay, we need to have all these different shapes and sizes of urns, and then you fill up with this candy, and then you're gonna use this tablecloth. So the event designer can give very specific instruction to the decorator. And this decorator doesn't even need to have the skill set to know how to decorate, because they are following the event designer's instruction step by step on how to put this thing. So this labor, this staff doesn't have to be a fully skilled or trained person. Okay. Now, what's the other exception to the rule? Is if you are a decorator, but you have a specialized skill, you have paid or invested in a course or a workshop where you actually learn how to do a floral arrangement. You actually learn how to do draping. So I'm using these two as an example because these two requires the most intricate skills. So you actually have these skills. So when the event designer is designing the backdrop, like they are getting inspiration by looking at all the different types of backdrop, and then they decide that, okay, you know what, I like this particular look, I'm going to propose to my client, and the client say yes. Then this event designer will hire someone who has that specialty skill, okay, who has a specialty skill. And the specialty skill is what is going to, is that person who has to execute that specialty skill is what is what I call the decorator. Hey, Anne, can you do me a favor? I just switched my screen from StreamYard that is linking to YouTube and LinkedIn, and I am now on my Facebook page, okay? Can you do me a favor and see whether if you're still seeing me live on YouTube and LinkedIn? Okay, thank you so much, Anne. So here, I want to be very clear about this. The first scenario where the person is just following the instruction of the designers, this person is not a decorator, it's just a help. But they can call themselves a decorator because they're helping the designer to decorate. But there is another group of decorators that have the specialty skill. That specialty skill is they know how to do the floral design. They know how to do the draping. So when they're marketing themselves based on that. And then the event designer sees oh, this is the talent of this particular decorator for draping and the centerpieces, and they are creating a design based on this decorator's specialty skill. So they hire this decorator to complete the execution of the event, so the designer does not have to do it. Now, there are designers who also invest in taking the classes on the draping and the floral, so they don't have to hire a decorator with a specialty skill to do it. I will caution you, if you want to scale your business as an event designer, not to do that, because that will handicap your growth, because you can only do one, maximum two events a day. But if you are hiring an event decorator, okay, and you know this decorator can do this particular draping, can do this floral centerpiece, can decorate, or I mean anything that has a specialty skill, because like decorating the dessert table is not a specialty skill. So like the floral centerpiece and the draping, then you will be able to do a lot more events in a day because you're physically not involved in the setup. Okay, let's talk about the decorator. Okay, the decorator, if you have invested in taking a class, okay, in knowing how to do the draping, knowing how to do the floral centerpiece, okay, and the event designer hires you to do that event so that they don't have to do it themselves, because they're scaling their business and they want to grow rapidly by doing several events in one day. So they hire you, so you can do it. Okay, so, and let me know, let me type inside IG or Facebook, let me know if you can see me on YouTube and LinkedIn. Okay, so here as a decorator, how do you scale your business in this case? Okay, you will have to ask yourself, do I want to physically be involved in doing the setup and tear down myself for every single event? Some of you get a lot of joy doing that, or you are a control freak. Okay, you don't trust anybody to do it, so you want to do it yourself. Just know that if you were to do that, you are also handicapping your own growth. You cannot scale. That means if you are sick, if you go on vacation, you cannot book events. Same thing for the event designer who decide to do everything themselves. Okay, so you are handicapping your growth. So in this case, in order for a decorator to scale their business, then they take this class, okay, they take the draping class, they take the floral class, they will need to train their protege, okay? They need to train people who do not want to necessarily build a business. So they want to train someone who just want to be the executor, who just want to be hands-on. So this person, okay, has no aspiration to scale their business. And there are people out there like that. So don't think that isn't. So those people are who you are going to hire to execute the draping. It could even be the fellow student in the same class as you, okay, in the draping class, in the floral class. They may not want to scale their business that way. They may only want to do one event a day. So these are what we call the hobbyists who wants to actually still make some money as a hobby. So there are plenty of them out there. So you as a decorator, if you want to scale your business, okay, then you want to be able to have your company. You are the face of the company, and you are going to train, or you are going to contract a bunch of people, okay, who can execute the look for you. So this is how it's going to look like. The event designer is going to hire your company. So your company is you, and there are a bunch of people that you have on your Rolodex to call to execute the event. So the event designer calls you, say, hey, can you do an event this Saturday? Okay, and this is the look that I'm looking for. And the event designer pick a look that your company can actually execute. And the people who works under your company as a contractor also know how to execute that look. So you can decide as a decorator Do I want to take the gig myself? Am I sitting empty that day? But if you already have an event that you are personally educating, then if you don't build your business in a way to have other people to execute the event, then you will have to say no to this inquiry. And this is when I say, you as a decorator, if you are going to personally execute the event, you better make sure that you're charging a lot of money. Otherwise, you are, again, if you choose to be a hobbyist, where you are fulfilling your passion, that you get the fulfillment by doing it and seeing the complete work, and you don't mind getting paid a little bit here and there for your time and your talent, then okay. But if you want to run it as a business, then you shouldn't say no. Then you have to think about how are you structuring your business. So in this case, then you can say, yes, I can take this business. And you're going to tell the event designer, my team is going to execute that. It's not going to be me. Somebody else is going to do it. And this person is one of those decorators who could be in the same class as you to execute that. So you call this person, hey, listen, I have a gig this Saturday. Do you want to do it? So that's how you scale your business as a decorator. Okay. Now, same thing for events, for event designer. So, okay, I don't know, Anne, if you're still online here with me, because I'm not seeing a response. If you can see me on LinkedIn or YouTube. So any one of you here, okay, Siobhan, you're here with me. Do me a favor. Can you go to my YouTube and my LinkedIn to see if I'm actually going live? So anyways, if you are an event designer, same thing. You have a choice. If you want to be physically involved in becoming a decorator too, then you design based on what you can actually decorate, that you can actually put your hands to execute. Then you, on that day, you are executing your own design by being hands-on, putting the thing up, the setup. Here, in order for you to make money, okay, to be profitable, you have to charge a lot of money, because you have to remember you are an expensive resource. By you being there, that means you cannot be somewhere else. So you have to compensate for the lost opportunity, that you cannot be two places at one time. So you need to charge a lot of money. Or you can scale by hiring a decorator. And I have already gone through the decorator. How do you scale your business? Okay. Oh, perfect. Thank you. And all right, so I don't even have to, okay, go over there. Perfect. So I'm so happy. Like next week, we're going to do this tag again, okay? Because I'm going to like switch in between, because I don't even know. I don't even know if I can see any comments or whatever. So, okay. But hey, what is most important thing is I'm here, right? I'm here on IG and I'm here on Facebook. That's the most important thing. So now let's go to the event planner, okay? Now, the skill set of an event planner, a lot of times the event planner can actually design too, because this is how we sell the vision, right? This is how we sell the vision to the potential client. They say that they need help in doing their events. And what at me as an event planner, I will ask, okay, tell me a little bit about your events. So they will say that, okay, this is what I want. This is the look I'm thinking I want to have. So in order to sell to this client, okay, potential client, then, hey, Sandra, hey, by the way, you commented about my digital product, our courses. By the way, I will talk a little bit about that. The 10 courses, $10 for 10 course is no longer valid. We sold out already. So I'll talk a little bit about what's the next thing coming up. So for those of you who didn't manage to buy it, it's done, okay? Now, okay, so as an event planner, we basically have an overall skill set, okay? We can actually plan and design, but we may not know the skill set of a decorator, okay? We can, if we want to be a all-inclusive, to be like, I wouldn't suggest you do it, but if some of you want to, then go for it, okay? Is you as an event planner, you don't have to know how to physically do a floral arrangement or how to do a draping, but you must be familiar with what kind of looks are there out there, okay? Like what is the current trend of the draping? What's the current trend for the centerpieces? What's the current trend for the linen? What's the current trend for the table setup? What's the current trend for the furniture? And the color trend, the design trend, you need to be familiar because this is how you are able to excite majority of the people who needs help from an event planner to plan an event. Okay, so as an event planner, who, especially when it's a social event, not so much for a corporate event, especially when it's a social event, okay, when you're talking to a potential client, this is what happens. They are seeking for inspiration, like putting the things together. So you as an event planner, you should know how to design an event based on the knowledge that you're educating yourself on, the different types of setup, the different looks, based on, and then propose that based on your client's needs. Do you need to know how to physically do those looks? No, you don't. That's when you hire a decorator. Okay. Now, as an event designer and a decorator, do you need to know how to source for vendors and negotiate a contract, make an event budget, do a timeline? No, because that's mainly the job of the event planner. As an event designer, okay, extremely important is you need to know how to find vendors, and your vendors are your decorators. And you should know how to create a run of show and a timeline so you can coordinate for your vendors to show up. So this skill set is mutual to event planner as well. So the event planner, in terms of the intangible skills, when I say intangible skills, are skills like sourcing of vendors, venues, contract negotiation, doing event budget, doing event strategy, doing design conceptualization, doing run of show, doing timeline. These are the core responsibility of an event planner. Okay, this may not be the core responsibility for the event designer. The core responsibility for event designer is to put on the creative hat and try to create an event based on the 5 senses, right? Sight, touch, smell, and what else? Sound, and taste. Okay, so this is a skill that the event planner should have as well. Okay, so the only thing that the event designer may not need to learn how to do is the overall event budget compared to the event planner. And the decorator, for sure, they don't have to. So the event designer do not need to learn about event strategy, like how should I price the event tickets to sell? What is the ticket sales strategy? Or how do we handle registration? Or name badges, how to do name badges? Oh, and marketing materials, the graph, all these things. No, but the event planner needs to. Okay, so the event planner, it's basically in terms of skill set, has a heavier load and responsibility. Then the event planner, they scale by hiring an event designer, by hiring event decorator, aka our vendors. Okay, so that's how I can do 7 to 10 events a day, because I don't physically have to set up. Is everybody clear so far about the responsibility of an event planner, event designer, and an event decorator? Anyone has any questions? Because if you try to do it all, you try to be the event planner, you try to be the event designer, and you try to be the event decorator, this is a sure fail way to grow your business, because you are not utilizing your time wisely and your talent wisely to market yourself and grow your business. Okay, that's, you are everywhere and your marketing message is muddled. When you are everything, you say, oh, I want to be a one-stop shop. Yeah, you see how many one-stop shop is out there. Okay, they call themselves a one-stop shop, same as me. I call myself a one-stop shop for my event planning company, but am I really a one-stop shop in a sense of my operational background? 100% no. I subcontract it out to event designers and event decorators, right? So my client doesn't need to know, but you internally as a business owner, you need to be able to decipher what exactly is your role. For those of you who is an event designer and an event decorator, and at the same time want to plan an event, that event is going to be a hot mess. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. If you are planning a wedding, okay, so the bride requires you to be attached to her to the hip, okay, but at the same time you have to make sure that the vendors show up. And if you are also the decorator, God bless you, okay, may the force be with you, because now you have to make sure that the guests are all assembled at the reception area. But oh my God, you need to go to the reception area to make sure that the table setup is all done, the floral centerpiece is all set. Oh, and then the backdrop. Okay, don't forget the backdrop. And then, okay, at the ceremony, you're going to make sure that the hoopah or the altar is set up as well. So where are you in this whole process? And you have to make sure that your vendors, if you hire a vendor, you're not like you're not doing everything yourself, then you have to make sure that, oh, is the bride ready? Okay, should I be calling the photographer? I need to make sure that the musician is ready and on cue, play, and then I have to position my bride to walk down the aisle. Oh no, I have to go to the reception area to make sure that everything is set up so that immediately after the ceremony, they can go to the reception area. How many of you have been a hot mess like this? Now, don't lie, because I know that you guys have shared with me this, okay? So how is that even possible that you can execute an event with no stress, okay, and be accessible to your client, which is your bride, be accessible to the venue when they have questions, and be accessible to your vendors if you have vendors as well? How can you be at so many places at one time? That's why every time at the end of the event, you go bonkers. It's like, oh my God, this is too much, because you're structuring your business wrong. Okay, so you want to ask yourself, what do I want to do? Now, if you're a newbie in the industry, okay, if you're a newbie in the industry, you don't know. You can go bonkers, okay, by taking on a client and you do everything. But this is a learning experience for you. After that, you have to ask yourself, what exactly do I like to do? And some of you have already narrowed down that I want to be an event designer, but I don't really want to be hands-on. So you know how you learn how to design, but you can learn how to do it, but you know that I'm not going to do it because I cannot scale that way. Or you can choose to become a hobbyist, or what we call boutique business, where you are going to use yourself, your skill, and charge a lot of money. So you can be there, okay? You can be there. Well, I'll tell you, Carrie, I don't know, like how, like the brides that you're working with, you have the ceremony, the reception at the same place, as in like the same location, like they don't have to go to one room to another, then good for you, okay? You do you. That's your business. You do you. So I will tell you that all my events, because of the budget of my client, the reception is always a separate space in the same venue. They are not right next to each other. So the guests do not see the reception area. The guests only see the ceremony, and then they need to be escorted to the reception area. So that's all my clients. But if your clients are all like that and it's successful for you, again, you do you, right? I'm here to teach. And then it's not my way or the highway. You have to resonate and make sense or not make sense, and then you do your business. And then ultimately, you decide, this is how I want to grow my business, but my job is to break it down for you, okay? My job is to break it down for you, the differences, and how do you scale, and how do you not scale but still make money, okay? So basically, in a nutshell, I have explained the difference between an event planner, designer, and a decorator. I have also explained how do you scale as an event planner, how do you scale as an event designer, and how do you scale as an event decorator. I also explained the skill set required for event planner, event designer, and a decorator. Okay, so So you make the decision what is best for you. When you are very new in the business, okay, when you're very new in the business, you may not know. So do it all and then do a process of elimination. Then just take out whatever that does not resonate with you, that you know that you want to do this, then okay. But you don't know until you try. That's all I can say. That's the beauty of business. You get to play, you get to experiment, you get to test, and then you tweak. Okay. So you need to be able to embrace the fact that it's never one way or the other. It's always more modification, but you can only tweak something to make it better when you actually start it. Okay. If you don't start it, you don't implement it, there's nothing to tweak. There's nothing to figure out because you haven't created anything. You haven't done anything. Okay. All right. So now have a two very important announcements to make. Tonight, we have the, oh, by the way, this is the end of today's session. Okay. So probably something that you need to go back and watch a few times if it helps you to take down the notes because I was speaking very fast. So tonight is our free Grow Your Followers challenges. So Grow Your Followers challenge tonight, and it's happening inside Zoom. Okay. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern time zone. If you have not registered, make sure you comment register, and I will send you the Zoom link or a link to register so you get the Zoom link and the workbook. At the same time, it's free. It's one night only. There is no replay. So if you are struggling to grow your followers, this is a session to attend. If you have followers, but you're not making sales from your followers, this is a session to attend. If you post something and you're not getting any engagement or any views, this is a challenge for you. So if you want to register for that, make sure you comment register, and then I will send over the link for you to sign up for it. Second announcement. For the last month, I have been talking about our beta program, okay, our Business Kickstart Bundle, the $10 for 10 courses. That is no longer available, okay? We got enough beta users, more than enough, okay? More than enough. I was looking for 50, but I did not disable the link, and then we went up to 68 people. So, but that's great because and do me a favor, I sent you an email, and there should be a link for IG followers to sign up as well. So drop that link in IG too. So we have a product coming out based on the feedback of our beta users. Okay, we have a new product coming out. It's going to, because all these beta users, they consume the 10 courses so quickly, and they also started to implement, which is music to my ears because they're not overwhelmed. They're able to understand the content so easily, and they implement. So I know that this digital course is helping people so much faster than I thought. So the feedback given was they want more. They already finished their 10 course within a couple of weeks, okay, and they start taking action. So the next product that we're launching is $24 for 24 courses, okay? $24 for 24 courses. I'm not going to talk about it here right now because I will talk about it tonight inside our challenge. But if you want to know more, okay, if you want to know more, then either send me a DM, or I think it would be easier if you just comment 24. Then I'll be able to send you the information after tonight. Okay, comment 24, and I'll send you the information for the $24 for 24 courses tonight because I don't want to spend time on that. All right, so 2 things to do. Recap. If you want to join us for the challenge tonight on Grow Your Followers, and already dropped the link, so register. If you missed the link, comment register. If you want information for the 24 courses for $24, then you just comment 24, and then I'll send you the information. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you for being so patient and being so patient with me doing all this tech check. So I will see some of you tonight who has registered for it. And then I will see you again next Wednesday. Thank you for everybody. And I will share more information about the 24 for 24 after tonight. But if you want more information now, just send me the DM and then I'll send it to you. All right, or comment 24 here. So I know who to send the information to. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Have a good rest of your Wednesday.